Alright, yo, what's up? It's your boy, I'm back again. Today we're going to be working on auxiliary sends inside of Pro Tools. So, what we're going to go over is how to set them up, why you would use them, and when you would use them. The when is usually left up to the engineer or yourself or whoever. It just depends on what you're trying to get out the track, whatever you're trying to do. So, we're going to get into that. I got my little daughter in here with me today, so if you hear any noises, it's probably her playing with her toys or something. But anyway, we're going to get into it. Alright? Stay tuned. Alright, so right here in front of us, we got the mix window inside of Pro Tools. A lot of people are probably wondering, what is an auxiliary send? An auxiliary send is nothing but using the bus, the internal bus inside of Pro Tools to use an effect. So right here are all my auxiliary tracks where you see deverb, medium delay, air distortion, and extra long delay. And then if you scroll down, they're all auxiliary tracks. There's no real, other than the color that they are, there's no real way to define them if you don't know what you set up. So anyway, with that being said, let me show you what the auxiliary track does. Okay, so you see those things are set up, and then over here, let me get my mouse up there for you. Alright, there's my mouse. So right over here, this one is delay, and it's off of auxiliary send. I think this is bus. This is auxiliary send 3 and 4. Alright, because they're in the stereo effect. You can make auxiliary tracks however you want. I make mine in stereo just because everything is eventually going to be put out in the stereo. So the sooner you start working in stereo, transferring the mono over to stereo, the better, in my opinion. Like I said, this is all it's all questionable. So anyway, alright, so when you click on it, let me click on, it's going to bring up a little box like this, and inside of this box it has a fader, and that fader is what you use to control how much of the send on, say I had the reverb open. Let me open up that one. Where is it? There it is. Alright, so I have the reverb open. It's going to send everything to here. Let me show you what that means. So I'll bring up the fader. Let me bring this out a little bit so you can see. And then watch the meter right here. Alright, this meter right here is the reverb meter, and this is a little song that I was putting together just for shits and giggles. So alright, here it is. As soon as my computer picks up.
She got that attitude. She got that attitude.
Alright,
she got that attitude.
So
she got that attitude.
Can't really see the metering because it's so low down here. But there it is.
She got that
and then
attitude.
This is the vocal right here.
She got that
and you can hear the reverb.
She got that
and then if you want to cut it all out,
she got that attitude.
It's all back out. And then the metering drops. If you want to put it back in, this is a good way to mix in your effect. If you don't want to put it directly onto the vocal itself. That's why I use them, or when I use them. Alright, so let me show you how to set that up now. First step you want to do is create a new auxiliary track. If you've already used Pro Tools, you already know that it's Control-Shift-N. And it brings up this bar right here. Alright. Then you're going to come down here. You're going to go to auxiliary input. And then you're going to make it stereo. Well, I am. for this tutorial. You can make a mono if you want, but I like using stereo because I put everything out in stereo. Alright, so now you got this new auxiliary channel. Where did it go? Here it is. Alright, so you got this new auxiliary channel, which is right here, and you want to put an effect on it. So for this one, I think I'm going to put let's put something noticeable. I'm going to put a distortion on here. Alright, so mine is underneath. Where is that distortion at? Oh, okay, it's underneath harmonic. If you got Pro Tools 8, you have all of these things. I'm not going to use anything anyone won't have, just for simplicity reasons. Alright, so there's the effect. You don't even need this open right now. I'm just throwing the effect on there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come down here to the bus. Alright, and you're going to set the bus to whatever you want it to go out. So I want it to go out 9 and 10. Alright, so you click the 9 and 10, and then you rename it. You get the little window like this, and I'm going to just name it DIST. Alright, so now I have dist. Then when you come in here, it'll show underneath the bus, you'll have dist and it'll say stereo. Alright, so you come over here to where your vocal effect, your vocal track is, which mine is right here, but I'm going to take this one off and I'm going to put in the new dist. Alright, so now I have a distortion on there, and you come over here. Where is it? There it is. Alright, so now I sold both of them, and you just go ahead and get a quick check, see if it's working.
She got that attitude.
And as you can see, it's going through it.
Attitude. She got that attitude.
You get this little meter right
she
here,
got that
and it tells you how much you're sending to it or not.
Attitude.
So I'm not sending any.
She got that
and now I'm sending a lot.
She got that attitude.
Alright, so this tool itself is extremely useful when adding in effects like reverb, delay, distortion, chorus, flange. I wouldn't use it too much for EQ, but I've seen it used in the past for compression. A lot of people use it for compression, you know, just to even out some sounds that they can't really control too much, or if they had a hardware compressor hooked up to the mic and before it went through to the audio interface, it went through that compressor. That's another way of the metering system, or I'm sorry, an auxiliary send, which works very effectively, or effective. Yeah, so that video, I hope it helped out some of you guys with auxiliary sends. If you have any questions, please hit me back. I'm going to be going through a lot of the Pro Tools tutorials again, such as EQ, compression, reverb, delay, all of that stuff, de-essers, and I'm going to show you how to use some of those things. Alright, stay up and stay tuned. Go on.